Hi, I'm Shannon, and today we're going to be talking about maintaining your e-bike battery's health. And on that topic, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The bad news is our batteries are made out of lithium-ion cells. Lithium-ion is guaranteed to degrade over time. It's just the reality of the technology. The good news is I have a bunch of super simple tips and tricks for you today on how we can slow down and to an extent prevent the rate of degradation, helping you ride further, longer, faster. We're going to go over these tips and stay till the end because we're going to see what happens when e-bike battery damage goes too far.
It's terrifying.
Wait, hold on. How important is this really? Are you actually going to notice this degradation of lithium-ion cells? Well, if you don't take care of your batteries properly, you certainly will. And you're going to notice this in two ways. The first is loss of capacity. Less capacity means less range. You can't go as far. Loss of power means, well, just that, less power. Less assistance, less hill climbing ability, slower speeds, and really, those are some of the things people buy e-bikes for in the first place. So let's dig in. Contrary to older battery types, lithium-ion cells don't suffer from memory issues, meaning you don't have to decrease your battery all the way to zero before you charge it. In fact, that deep cycling will actually decrease the longevity of your battery. Lithium-ion cells actually prefer a shallow cycle, meaning you don't have to wait until your battery is completely dead to recharge it. In fact, if you're riding your bike often and topping up as needed, you're going to help increase the longevity of your battery. The best way to charge your battery is to take it off your bike. There is a charging port on your bike. This is good for quick top-ups. Maybe you're stopped at a cafe for lunch, but the best way to do it is to remove it from the bike. And when you go to plug in your charger, the first thing you're going to want to do is plug it into the wall first, and then plug it into your battery. Now, the charger that comes with your battery when you purchase your e-bike is the charger we recommend. And I know some folks want to ride now. They want to go faster. They want to go sooner. They don't really want to wait for their battery to charge, and there are beefier charger options out there. However, charging your battery too fast can actually be detrimental. So let's have some patience and just use the one that comes with it. Now, it often takes about 4 to 6 hours to charge your battery, and while it is okay to leave it on for a little longer, doing so frequently or for extended periods of time is not good. Now, the chargers and batteries do have safeties in them to cut them off. However, doing this too frequently will degrade your battery, and it can and will cause a lot of issues over time. Starting your ride with a fully charged battery is going to give you the best performance. When lithium-ion cells get into the lower half of their charge, that's when you're going to start to see a decrease in power. But what does that mean? It means less assistance, less hill climbing, and less speed. Cold equals bad. Your battery does not like to be cold. Leaving your bike or your battery outside in freezing temperatures or anywhere that gets close to freezing is the fastest way to honestly destroy it. If you're cold, they're cold. Bring it inside. And that doesn't just go for batteries, it goes for hosts and cameramen too. Nathan, I'm cold. Let's go back to the studio. Roasty and toasty and warm. Batteries don't like heat either. Much like me, being too warm is also not great. So if you're out riding in the hot summer sun and you're gonna stop for a little while, park it in the shade. Or if you're locking up your bike in your yard, maybe take the battery inside to keep it at a nice, moderate temperature. If you're not going to be using your bike for a week or so, it's important that you store your battery correctly. If not done correctly, it will directly affect the lifespan and longevity of your battery, meaning less power and distance over time. Just like how your battery doesn't like extreme temperatures, it would prefer not to be stored fully charged or fully discharged. It would prefer somewhere in the middle, around 50%. No matter how well you store your battery, it's still going to very slowly lose charge over time. So if you're storing it, say over winter or for a longer period of time, it's a good idea to check in on it every 3-ish months just to ensure it's at the correct charge state. When it comes to batteries, moisture is bad. So you're going to want to avoid storing it in a moist, wet, damp, warm, that's too many gross words in a row. Batteries prefer to be stored in a cool, dry place. Storing it somewhere warm, moist, or damp can lead to corrosion, and oh boy, do battery cells hate corrosion. Corrosion damage can be one of the leading causes of, well, real bad things. Storing it somewhere cool and dry will not only prevent this corrosion, but also increase the lifespan of your battery. Once your battery loses charge capacity, it's permanent. There's nothing you can do to regain your battery's health. So much like your own health when it comes to your battery, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So now, let's take a look at what happens when a severely damaged battery goes into something called
thermal runaway.
That was a thermal runaway, and yeah, it was pretty scary. Thermal runaways can cause extremely hot flames, toxic smoke, and in some cases even shrapnel. And while they are super scary, they are also incredibly rare. They can be caused by improper battery care and maintenance, using a battery after it's been severely damaged, overcharging, or using the incorrect charger. So take care, and by following the simple steps that we covered in this tutorial, you can help reduce the risk of a thermal runaway situation.